Hello, and welcome to the training video for your Telesystem Auto Attendant. I'm Mike Davis, the Director of Customer Operations for Buckeye Telesystem, and in today's video we will show you how to create schedules to allow other menus to play over other menus for your callers. Schedules are very important if you don't have things that happen consistently throughout the day. So for example, you're open between 8 and 5 and you're closed between 5 and 8 a.m. You want your open menu to play during the time you're open, and you want your closed menu to play during the time you're closed. Another example would be a holiday. If you're going to close, for example, for the 4th of July, you want to have a holiday greeting potentially play to say that we will be closed on the 4th of July. To make all of these changes, you simply log into your Auto Attendant administrative portal that you see in front of you. Your account is going to be the phone number that is your Auto Attendant, and you simply enter that into the field there. Enter the password that was provided to you by Buckeye Telesystem and press Login. Once you log in, you're taken to the menu summary screen. The menu summary screen just shows you all the menus that are available to your system. Now to create a schedule, you click on Schedule Summary. You may have already had an open menu created for you on your behalf by Telesystem. So we're going to go ahead and create a new menu for Holiday, but before we do that, let's take a look at the open menu to see what it's doing. By clicking on the menu title, you're taken to the Modify Schedule option, and you can see that this is an open menu, and you see it has a low precedence. Precedence is very important when it comes to schedules, because if you have multiple schedules playing at the same time, the schedule with the higher precedence will override all the schedules below it. This is particularly important for schedules such as holidays, because in this instance, you can see here on my open schedule that it plays every weekday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and it has no end date. If I'm closing for, let's say, the 4th of July, I want to make sure that the 4th of July has a higher precedence than low, because on the day of July 4th, my open menu is going to want to play, and my 4th of July menu is going to want to play. And the menu that has the higher precedence will override all the other menus. So let's go back to our Schedule Summary screen, and we're going to go ahead and create a new menu. And in our new menu, we're going to enter in 4th of July. Again, we want to assign a high precedence, so that it is the menu that plays on that day. I'm going to say that we open at 8 a.m., so this menu is going to play from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on July 4th. So you can see right now I've set it between 8 and 5, and I simply create a recurrence pattern to make this happen. The recurrence pattern, I have the ability to do none, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. If I wanted this schedule to play every day of the week, then I would highlight daily and highlight every day. This will play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way through Sunday, and repeat when the next week starts. If I select every weekday, what I'm saying is that this menu plays Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but does not play on Saturdays and Sundays. Menus can have, or schedules can have a recurrence pattern of weekly, so this schedule only happens on particular days every week, every other week, every third week, etc. I have the option for monthly, and this would say, for example, on the 15th day of every month, this schedule would play. But with 4th of July, this is a holiday that appears and happens on the same day, typically every year on July 4th. So I can select yearly for this calendar, and I will say that every year on July 4th, this schedule will play. I want to start February 15th, and it won't do anything until July 4th of 2013 arrives, and every year thereafter. I go ahead and hit save, and you can say that my recurrence pattern has changed to say that this schedule occurs every July 4th from July 4th, 2013 from 8 to 5 p.m. Now the next screen is very important because this is where I'm telling the system what menus I need to override. So typically, if I have a holiday menu, there's a couple different options for your menus. If you want to have your callers hear that you're closed for July 4th, or you're closed for Christmas or Thanksgiving or etc., you're going to want to create a menu for each of those holidays, because then that way a specific greeting can be played to your callers. If you're okay with having a generic holiday greeting play, you simply need just one holiday menu with a generic greeting that says we're closed for the holiday and our normal business hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. So you want to make sure you have those schedules created and that menu created. If you don't, just go ahead and visit the training video that you'll find on the website for creating menus, and that will show you step by step on how to create a menu for your holiday schedule. This auto attendant already has a holiday menu created, so when I click on Add Menu to Schedule, what I'm saying here is that my holiday greeting, and I go ahead and click the greeting and say Next, is going to override, and it's extremely important that you always select your default menu. And in this case, default is the close menu is my default. The default menu is the menu that always plays, and then the schedules override that default. If you should happen to put something else in there other than your default menu, it's most likely this menu and this schedule will not play for you. Once you have all those options in place, you simply hit Save, and now you'll see that you have a 4th of July schedule. And again, we'll just click on this Open Schedule here to show you that basically I've called it Open. It plays from 8 to 5 every weekday, and my Open menu overrides my Close menu, which is my default menu. Because this has a precedence of low, and if I come back to Schedule Summary here on the left and click 4th of July and see that my precedence for 4th of July is high, my 4th of July menu on July 4th will override my Open menu and play my holiday greeting. That's all you have to do to set up a schedule for your auto attendant. If you have any questions or need additional help, don't hesitate to contact us at 419-724-9898. Again, this is Mike Davis for Buckeye Telesystem, and I appreciate and thank you for watching this video on how to set up schedules for your auto attendant.